see it.
Welcome to the Rock Show with ASM only on Radio Nagarik 96.5, and we have these two strapping young gentlemen. Good to see you guys. Of course, why don't you give a round of introduction to the crowd? The camera's right there.
Yeah, Kundan Kiyoshi Shrestha from Chronic.
Hi, this is Manish from Symbol of Orion.
Fantastic. Now, for those who are tuning in and want a little bit of background, Symbol of Orion, of course, I had the pleasure of both of you, Chronic and Symbol of Orion, playing together at the Orion Music Festival. Great bands. Of course, you guys are based outside Nepal at the moment, but still keeping the spirit strong. Nepali metal ko झण्डा चाहिँ यस्तै नै फैरियोस् हुन्छ नि राम्रो हुँदैछ. Metal is doing really well, isn't it? Nepali metal is doing,
especially Nepali scene ma ta ekdamai so हुन्छ नि.
Did you so you guys were part of Silence Music Festival as well, right? What did you think of the show?
It's a bloody good show.
Right. Tell me something. This is something that I'm really the Nepali bands stole the show. I know there were only two bands from outside. Outside. Yeah. But you guys stole. I mean, everybody Nepali bands stole the show, didn't they?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and it's been happening for a few silences now. Trust me. Okay, let's get started. Kundan, of course, we just found out that we were in the same school together. God damn, DAV. Oof.
It's called Facebook, eh?
It's called Facebook.
Sabai mystery, sabai हुन्छ नि reveal गरिदिन्छ.
I know, right? There's no privacy anymore, right? And of course, you moved. You at the moment you are in Australia. You're in Sydney. Before going to Sydney, how involved were you in the music scene? How did you get started?
Obviously, I tried my best to be involved in music scene. Obviously, I was studying as well. अब bachelor's पनि गर्दै थिएँ, +2 high school पनि थियो. At the same time, music गर्यो. अनि Tamil scene-हरुमा trying to make something out of music as well, you know. Tamilमा पनि म बजाइरहेको थिएँ. हजुर. अलिअलि गरिरहेको थिएँ, गर्दै अब एउटा ट्रेन्ड पनि थियो बाहिर जाने ट्रेन्ड.
What year did you move out?
हजुर.
What year did you move out? Like
2013. 13 मा move out भएको. Things have changed so much के अहिले हैन. After 6 years, first visit Silence Festival, boom, हैन हेर. अनि कसै यहाँको सबै म्युजिकल सिनहरु हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ ओहो सबै कस्तो it's so different, so good. पहिलाको भन्दा पनि
it does look very good, and also the fact that हामीले this all started like and you can back me up on this, I guess too. Like all the seeds for the metal scene, how big they got right now, the seeds were probably laid back in 2009 2010, wasn't it? With all these bands coming up. What were you doing back then in 2009 2010?
2009 I was probably like I was abroad already.
Right, let's talk about that. So you moved in 2006.
2006, definitely.
And you've only been here twice in the last 12 years. So basically you need a visa to come back in this country, don't you?
Well, yeah. Sadly, yeah.
Your cultural visa. Yeah. How much has it changed, man? How much has it changed?
It's totally different. Like, it's different from what I used to be. Like, मैले जस्तो पिक्चर गरेको थिएँ त्यस्तो छैन अहिले. It's just culture shock. I'm like shock खाएर चाहिँ मैले.
I'm still in shock.
I'm still in shock त्यही त नि. अब आफ्नै टोलमा हराउँदाखेरि अब पहिला जहिले घुमिरहेको टोल अहिले त खै अब भन्ने कस्तो.
I understand. I completely understand.
मैले पनि चिन्दैन अहिले उता जाँदाखेरि अब ठ्याक्क घर बाहिर पुरा टनल म चाहिँ कलङ्कीमा हो नि त टनलहरु देख्दाखेरि त म त होली शिट.
Well, I mean, it's headed in the right direction, you know, and I just hope everything else is Kundan, of course, tell me about we talked about how Tamil ma bajairaheko थियो, music experimentation गरिरहेको थियो. You also played with Antim Grahan. Wow, man, those guys were like pioneers at one, and like they were, man.
Good. It was a big respect for me as well for them, and to play for them is like it was literally a dream come true for me. Since your offer आयो कि मलाई your offer जब आयो म त holy fuck हुन्छ नि.
No, you can say no. It's like,
okay.
We'll bleep it, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, we can swear on the show. Right, Antim Grahan.
Antim Grahan मा अब त्यो गर्दै म चाहिँ एट द सेम टाइम एउटा ब्लुज प्रोजेक्टमा पनि म वर्कआउट गरिरहेको
What
थिएँ क्या
blues project were you working on?
एउटा जापानिज एउटा युची भन्ने थियो ऊ चाहिँ आई डोन्ट नो एक्सचेन्ज म्युजिसियन हो कि समथिङ के हो थियो युची मेबी तपाईँलाई पनि चिन्नुहुन्छ होला उसँग चाहिँ मैले एउटा ब्लुज प्रोजेक्ट पनि एट द सेम टाइम गरिरहेको थियो प्लस मेरो ठमेलमा पनि थियो बेलुका बेलुका त्यसपछि 3टा ब्यान्डमा एकैचोटि इन्भल्भ प्लस मेरो ब्याचलर्स हुन्छ नि सुपर हेक्टिक
What a life.
वाट अ लाइफ के त्यसबाट सिडनी गएर गाह्रो भएन भनौँ न किनभने अब यताउता पढाइ र उसँगै ब्यालेन्स गर्न त्यस्तो गाह्रो भएन यहीँ यस्तो गरेकोले भएर पनि हुन्छ नि
Right. Welcome back to Radio Nagarik 96.5 with ASM, and of course we have Mr. Manish and Mr. Kundan rocking it. Now we got to talk about your bands, man. I had the privilege of seeing you guys twice, and blown away. You guys are completely amazing. Let's start with you.
Likewise.
Yeah, I remember you coming and telling me, I saw your sexy moves.
Obviously.
I didn't know I had sexy moves. All right, Manish, let's start with you. 12 years away. How did Symbol of Orion happen? How did you meet your bandmates?
It's just, I mean, like, we just, like, we were just like circular friends. Starting like the music like we got same taste and everything. We were just teenagers back then. Everyone was like, yeah, let's get into band. Like everyone's getting involved. And it just happened really. Like there are two case and like we used to listen to Metallica and stuff like that. Metallica we just used to jam along, and without it just like started from there really.
Right. And why this living abroad first of all is a tough job, man. You have you're working in shifts, you're taking care of school of course at the same time, and then finding time to practice and finding time to make a band. Paila the garai bhayo ki was it?
Paila I mean garo to garai थियो like new place and everything. तर it was alright पनि अहिले जस्तो छ अहिले जतिको साह्रो छ हामीलाई त्यतिखेर चाहिँ अलिक त्यति साह्रो थिएन होला किनकि like back then we were just in college and stuff पढ्दै थियौँ अलिकति हामी just अलिअलि टाइम त हुन्थ्यो just अनि भेटिरहेको बेला त्यो हुन्थ्यो तर अहिले चाहिँ it's different now because like everyone's working and every stuff. So
it's a new set of challenges.
It's
a new set of challenges. And the name Symbol of Orion, where does it come from?
This one. Symbol of Orion. It just like came यतिकै अब like खास हामी अब band भनेर बजाइसकेको थियो नि त अब हुन त अनि त्यतिकै अब बजाउँदाखेरि अब like we अब gig गरौँ न त भनेर भन्दाखेरि like सबजना साथीहरू मिलेर गरौँ भन्दाखेरि अनि
Where did you do your first show?
I don't really remember. It was probably in Fuzilia pub भन्ने थियो एउटा like नेपालीहरूले नै इभेन्ट अर्गनाइज गरेको थियो त्यतिखेर हाम्रो दाइहरूले उतातिर it was like a metal band. Metal भन्दा metal rock खाले त्यो त्यस्तो खाले गिग गरेको थियो अनि त्यहाँनिर that was our first gig as a band.
And all of these years coming up with music and everything and writing, were you writing originals to when you guys started?
Not really, no.
Okay.
We were doing covers. We did covers for like about 4 years? Like yeah, roughly 4 years. But and after that we just like thought like cover गरेर मात्रै भएन त्यस्तो सोचेर थियो त नि अब we got to put ourselves out there. त्यो गरौँ and then like we just like came out slowly. We came out with Beyond Perfection and Monopoly. त्यहाँदेखि सुरु हाम्रो भयो त्यसरी नै.
And now you're playing on the Road to Bloodstock Festival, aren't you?
Bloodstock Festival, like
no, that's the Road to. There's a Road to Bloodstock Festival gig.
That is indeed, yeah.
Congratulations!
Thank you for that.
Many congratulations! I saw that. That's brilliant. A lot more doors are opening for you guys. I'll get back to you, Kundan, of course. Let's talk about your band. Let's talk about Chronic. So you guys moved. You moved in 2013.
13.
How did you meet your bandmates?
Chronic. I'm pretty sure Chronic 2011 मा फर्म भएको ब्यान्ड थियो तर उनीहरू अभियसली अलिक डिफ्रेन्ट भयो उनीहरूले देन थ्रास मेटल ब्यान्ड भनेर स्टार्ट गर्दै थियो देन दे इभल्भ टु कोर लाइक मेटल कोर एन्ड देन नाउ वी आर ट्राइङ टु डु जेन्ट कोर सो लट्स अफ एभोल्युसन बट म चाहिँ 2014 मा जोइन हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ क्रोनिकबाट मैले एकजना जस्ट ड्रमर चिन्थेँ अनि ठ्याक्क मेरो लागि चाहिँ एउटा लक्की टाइम पनि थियो ठ्याक्क बेसिसले उसको पर्सनल कमिटमेन्टहरूले गरेर चाहिँ उनीहरूले ठ्याक्क ब्यान्ड छोड्ने पनि भएको थियो ठ्याक्क म पनि अब आई वाज लुकिङ फर अ ब्यान्ड दे अप्रोच्ड मी एन्ड आई वाज लाइक वाइ नट लेट्स डु दिस
Everything just coming together, right? And you started playing with them in what year?
2014.
14 when you started playing with them. So that's 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Were you guys doing shows in? I think you did a show with Underside when they were there.
Underside,
right?
yeah.
Were you? How often do you guys get booked in Australia?
Depends. किनभने हाम्रो अलिकति इस्यु भएर हाम्रो ड्रमर यताउता चाहिँ अहिले अर्कै नै सिटीमा मुभ भएकोले चाहिँ हाम्रो अहिले त्यस्तो ब्यान्ड एक्टिभ चाहिँ भइरहेको छैन नत्र भए चाहिँ युजली हामी चाहिँ सिडनी अब अस्ट्रेलिया टुरहरू नत्र भए चाहिँ अब सिडनीकै अब सबै यता बार्स मेडल बार्स यताउताहरू गरिरहेको हुन्छ अनि त्यस भएर अब फर्स्ट टाइम हामी अस्ट्रेलियाबाट बाहिर चाहिँ अभियसली फर्स्ट टाइम नै हो अनि त्यस भएर अहिले चाहिँ यो इयर चाहिँ एकदम इन्ट्रेस्टिङ थियो जस्ट 2018
Yeah. You came to Nepal and you did shows here and everything, right?
Nepal tour अब अस्ट्रेलिया टुर एउटै इयरमा भयो
Fantastic. That is fantastic. But so you described your music as Gentcore. Now there's a lot of people, there is an Amro Darsak and listeners who probably have absolutely zero clue what Gentcore is. Describe to them as laymanly as possible. How would you describe Gentcore?
अब अभियसली मैले नेपाली सिनलाई अब कोरको बारेमा त होइन अब सबैजनालाई इभन अडियन्सलाई हामीभन्दा पनि धेरै थाहा छ होला किनभने कोर ब्यान्ड त एउटा एकदमै बिग ट्रेन्ड भएर पनि आएको हो कोर अब हामीले चाहिँ जेन्ट भनेर चाहिँ किनभने हामी सबैजनाको चारैजनाको एउटा कमन ग्राउन्ड चाहिँ जेन्ट थियो कसरी अब हामीले पहिला चाहिँ हामी कोर एल्बम हाम्रो पहिलाको सबै इपीहरूमा चाहिँ हाम्रो सबै कोर गीत थियो अब हामीले के न्यू गर्न सक्छौँ त यसमा हाम्रो के कमन कुरा छ कि हामीले अब गर्न सक्छ नि जेन्ट आयो किनभने सबैजना अभियसली मेसुगा हुन्छ नि र मेसुगाको फ्यान थियो यही जेन्ट ब्याकग्राउन्डको थियो त्यसबाट हाम्रो गिटारिस्टले फर्स्टमा स्टार्ट गर्यो जेन्ट अनि बिस्तारै 1 by 1 हामीले वर्कआउट गर्दै जेन्ट वर्कआउट गर्दै गऱ्यो अब we are at least like we are loving this. I hope everyone loved this as well.
I had a blast. You guys were amazing. Like. Now, speaking of how you guys started, managing this the schedule, Baira, your life, Baira.
Super tough.
Yeah, that's how do you guys? How many members in your band?
4 members.
Can you give all of their names to the audience?
Yungjit Shrestha, Amro. Handsome vocalist, sexy guy. And हाम्रो दिपेश दाई एक्चुअली दिपेश स्क्वेयर छ गिटारिस्ट र ड्रमर दिपेश कार्की गिटारिस्ट अनि दिपेश कर्मचारी ड्रमर र मी बेसिस्ट हामी चारजना मात्र एकदम सिम्पल छ त्यस्तो त्यसो होइन अनि हामी यही चारजना हो पहिला चाहिँ सेकेन्ड गिटारिस्ट पनि थियो कति ट्राई गरेँ सेकेन्ड गिटारिस्टसँग अर्को उसले जब छोड्यो तर हामीले एकदम स्ट्रगल गऱ्यो हुन्छ नि हाम्रो सेम एउटा कमन टेस्ट लाउनको लागि त्यसबाट अहिले चाहिँ we just stick with this 4 हुन्छ नि
and how many like utako भनौँ न अब I think I don't know where I saw the census but there are as many Nepalis in Australia as there are in the UAE and the Arab countries now which is a huge number coming down because there are a lot of Nepalis in the khadiharuma चाहिँ धेरै नै छ because of you know everything not to insult their intelligence, but most of them would not understand what any sort of metalcore is.
Metalcore
I'm talking about the masses. Yahanko masses banayasthe, tyahako masses banayasthe, Nepali masses. So how did you start getting shows booked, and how did you guys started finding your niche audience? How did you come across building this connection towards a fan base basically in Australia?
Fan based अब हामीले अहिले अब क्रोनिक भनेर हामीले चाहिँ अब अभियसली अब नेप्लिज क्राउडमा त हामी अब सिडनी बेस्ड ब्यान्ड नै भइसक्यो होइन सबै अब त्यहाँको पनि हामी अब सबैहरू गइरहेको हुन्छ अब यस्तो गिगहरू त्यहाँको सबै सोजहरू गइरहेको बेला जस्तो मान्छेहरूको त्यहाँ अब बसेर कोरको लागि हुन्छ नि होइन उनीहरूको एकदमै ह्युज फ्यान बेस नै छ कि जस्ट फर कोर ब्यान्ड हुन्छ नि सबैजना अब नयाँ ब्यान्डहरू हेर्नको लागि सबैजना एक्साइटेड हुन्छ अब कहिले चाहिँ म एउटा नेप्लिज सिनको लागि एउटा ड्रब्याक चाहिँ के छ भने कहिले नेप्लिज सिनहरूले चाहिँ एउटा एल्बम टु एल्बम फलो गर्दैन हुन्छ नि होइन एल्बम टु एल्बम सबै एउटा गऱ्यो भने जे एउटा ट्रेन्ड छ त्यो मात्रै चलिरहेको हुन्छ त्यो पनि अब मलाई हुन्छ नि यहाँ आएर चाहिँ एउटा चेन्ज पनि गर्नु पनि मन छ कि सबैजनाले एउटा ब्यान्ड लोकल ब्यान्ड भनेर सपोर्ट द लोकल सिन जुन त्यहाँ एकदमै गर्छ क्या इभन अब हामी एउटा नेप्लिज भयो भने अब त्यहाँ सिडनीमा गएर चाहिँ सिडनी बेस्ड ब्यान्ड भनेर हाम्रो पनि अब हुन्छ नि त्यहीँको लोकल सिनमै इन्भल्भ छ क्या अहिले चाहिँ अब मोर हामी यो अहिलेको नेपाली सिनमा भन्दा पनि अब त्यहीँको लोकल सिनहरूमै इन्भल्भ छ गरिरहेको छ अझै पनि अब वाइड भेराइटी हुन्छ किनभने अब नेपाली सिनमा अब हाम्रो कति ब्यान्डहरू थियो जतिवटा ब्यान्ड थियो सबै नै सुनेर सबैको एल्बम टु एल्बम गऱ्यो त्यहाँ गर्ने बित्तिकै एउटा बिग वर्ल्ड नै खोलेको जस्तै पनि भएको थियो अनि अहिले अब नेपाली सिनहरूमा चाहिँ अब त्यही भन्न खोजिरहन्छ हामीले चाहिँ अब मेटल कोर चाहिँ हामीले किनभने ब्रेकडाउन भनेको मान्छेहरूलाई स्पेसली मसर्सहरूको लागि हुन्छ नि होइन एकदमै हुन्छ नि त्यो छ प्लस जेन्ट होइन टेक्नोलोजी पनि अब इन्भल्भ भएपछि हुन्छ नि यही दुइटा कुरालाई चाहिँ हामी मिक्सअप गरेर एउटा कुरा मान्छेहरूलाई डेलिभर गरेर उनीहरूलाई अब इच एन्ड एभ्री सङले हुन्छ नि सबैजनालाई सुन्न लगाएर हुन्छ नि हाम्रो एउटा अब कमन मोटो चाहिँ यही हो हाम्रो ब्यान्ड मेम्बरको बिचको चाहिँ trying our best.
You do very well. I was there, man. I was there for two of your shows. You guys do it. Manish, London, the scene in London, because like he sort of alluded to, I don't think you guys are a Nepali band anymore. You're a band of Nepali people, basically, because you're opening up you guys are singing in English, right? So you guys are opening doors to the whole world. The scene in London, sometimes Avishek Casey alludes, because he's been there a few times, to how it is not completely, like, it's super saturated. That's what he said. He said the music scene is so super saturated, it's difficult to sometimes book shows as an independent artist. What kind of struggles have you faced?
Struggles one that is like sorry.
So soft spoken for a metal guy.
Bassist pare bassist अब कुना मान्छ
आफ्नै कर्नर हैन
आफ्नै जोनमा हुन्छ
I used to play bass in a Raging Against the Machine.
त्यस्तै त अब सिनमा अफ डिफिकल्टिज भनेको अब त्यही हो अब डिफिकल्टिज त खासै अब त्यही हो अब बुक गर्दाखेरि अब मान्छेहरूले अब त्यस्तै सुनेको हुँदैन नि त पहिला अब इट्स जस्ट लाइक यु गो एभ्रिथिङ इन द सबै अब म्युजिक सिन अब सबै त्यहाँनिर अब अलिक आजकल खै अब लाइक देशै हेभी मेटलहरू त्यहीँबाट लाइक लन्डनबाटै आएको आउनु त तर स्टिल तर आजकल चाहिँ कस्तो भने अब सबै म्युजिकहरू त्यहाँनिर अब लाइक यु सो मेनी काइन्ड अफ जनर्स अफ म्युजिक आजकल अनि त्यही भएर अलिकति चेन्जेस त छ त्यही पनि लाइक अब कस्तो भन्नु अब इट्स जस्ट लाइक स्टिल हार्ड लाइक जस्ट पुट इट द्याट वे लाइक
There's still opportunities.
अपर्च्युनिटी पनि छ लाइक अपर्च्युनिटी छ मान्छेहरूले लाइक सुन्ने क्राउडहरू पनि छ तर स्टिल हार्ड एट द सेम टाइम.
But I think you guys are going to do great.
Hopefully we will. We'll try.
Yeah, I saw your I remember your shirtless drummer. Oh wait, you're the one with the shirtless drummer, right?
The drummer, yeah. Both of us.
Both of you guys.
Both of us.
Welcome back to the Rock Show with ASM. I have the two models for Head and Shoulders in the bill. No, three actually.
Three models.
I got long way to, I forget. No, not that long. So. We've talked about, of course, as I'm about Chronic. We've talked about Symbol of Orion. Living abroad, making a living, and still pursuing your passion has been the gist of today's show. अब मनिषले त अब 2006 मै छोडेर गयो हामीलाई ऊ त सातो बाटोमा घुइरा हुन्छ होइन घर खोज्दै आफ्नो धन्नै जिपिआरएसमा सेभ गरायो होला होइन आफ्नो गुगलमा आफ्नो घर. But it's different, man. So much has changed. But you guys are keeping it strong. Before we go, what is the future plan now for Symbol of Orion? Now, what are you guys looking forward to? के आउँदैछ?
Future plan भनेको त्यही हो अब लाइक I mean अहिले like we just like posing for Bloodstock अहिलेको लागि हुन्छ that's
okay, I'm going to set this up now. So Bloodstock Festival is one of the biggest festivals. It happens in the UK. On the side played there with Moni Day this year, and you guys are now up next. So now what's the plan here? What are you guys going to do?
Like we're not completely about the बजाउने and set the back we just like on the run through it like अब गएर like we'll be playing some gigs and doing and then it's up to the Bloodstock team to decide.
You're making a run for it.
We're making a run for it basically. Yeah, that's what it is.
Fantastic.
Let's see like if we get it that's like a it's kind of like an achievement. I'm a band guy.
Absolutely.
It's a big achievement.
Absolutely.
त्यो भन्दाखेरि अनि slowly like gradually like we'll probably get somewhere from there maybe.
Well, you guys are already somewhere. Your ek level ko. I think I've heard of you guys before. I think because of Ashim Shake more than anything. Because Ashim, I think, made the logo and
For
everything.
Ethereal Code.
He did, right? And
did.
I think he posted something.
Brilliant guy. Probably.
He's a brilliant guy. Ashim Shake, another brilliant cat. So where can we find you online or digitally? Where can we get you? Like on YouTube, you are Symbol of Orion.
Symbol of Orion, and then we got Facebook as well, Symbol of Orion again, and we got Spotify. We got our albums over there. The Unlimited like latest album Tensa. So check us out.
Oh yeah, Spotify
Check
for
us
all
out.
for all the fans who, and there are a few fans I have of this show living abroad. Do check them out on Spotify, man. They're absolutely amazing. Now coming to you, Kundan. What's next? What are you looking forward to? You're going back. When are you going back?
Tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow.
So.
Okay, so you're leaving pretty soon. What happens when you go back to Sydney?
For now, like as I've said, since I'm a band, all genre ma pani evolve hunदैछ. So we'll be focusing more on production, obviously, like making new music rather than like gigs and everything. So like our first plan there is to like record like some of the songs we haven't recorded yet. So we have like a couple of songs we haven't recorded yet. We haven't got a physical copy or anything, you know. So for the people to listen. So first focus is just to produce. Produce, yeah.
How many albums have you come out with?
Just one.
Just one so
Just
far,
one, yeah.
right?
Just one so far.
So you're looking forward to the second?
The second one, yeah.
When are you planning to release it? 19?
19, yeah.
2019. Right. And will you be coming back for another tour?
Probably, yeah. Hopefully, yes. I want to. That's for sure.
It has to be everybody's time, right?
Yeah.
सबैजनाको time मिलाउनु पर्ने
Of
हुन्छ.
course.
And
त्यही
everything.
त गाह्रो छ.
And staying there in Sydney or staying in London, you guys, maybe the times are few and far between when you get time to get together and play shows and everything. But how much, like there are artists and there are aspiring musicians who listen to this show as well. How do you make time? Like, what advice would you give it to them? Because, man, you guys are like super tight on your schedule. I'm sure, like we all are, but then, you know, you guys have, you know, work and everything else to work out with as well. Like, what would you say? Like, what does it take to keep a band rolling?
I think patience is the key, really. Like, don't stress out. Our bandmates ma conflict हुन्छ नि, like, like it's normal conflict भएको, तर it's just like patience, like be patient and keep it going, keep it steady. Just keep on doing what you're doing.
Fantastic. What would you say?
Obviously stress छ, कति कुरा गाह्रोहरू भइरहेको हुन्छ. इभन अहिले हाम्रो ब्यान्डको कन्टेक्स्टमा कुरा गर्ने बेला पनि अब अभियसली हामी अहिले चाहिँ अब विकली 1 ज्याम मात्रै गर्छ, तर अभियसली पर्सनली सबजना वर्कआउट गरेर अब हाम्रो भाइबरहरूमा यताउता कुराहरू चाहिँ भइरहेको हुन्छ. तर ब्यान्डको लागि भने चाहिँ हाम्रो एक दिन मात्रै किनभने हामी 4 hours ट्राभल गर्नुपर्छ, 3-4 hours को सेसन अनि फेरि 4 hours ब्याक आउनुपर्छ. त्यसैले it takes 1 full day के हुन्छ नि.
Takes you 4 hours to travel.
Just to get there.
Just to get to the studio, wherever you do your session. And then 4 hours back.
4 hours back.
Yeah, Nepal, Kathmandu, बस्ने मान्छेहरु हुन्छ नि.
Easy.
It ain't easy. Wow, that is. How do you make time for that, man? I mean, like, what do you practice on weekends?
Once every week.
Once every week.
But
on weekends. Or
weekends, like, yeah. On weekends.
I don't think you can do weekdays.
Weekdays,
yeah, there's no chance.
After personal commitments.
Yeah, man. I think that's something that Nepalis over here sometimes get. Sometimes they get अलिकति confused. केमा हुन्छ भने बाहिर बसिरहेछ ठिकै छ नि अब. Which you do. You have an access to a lot of resources बाहिर. Of course you do. Then here, but then
time.
Yeah, man. Time. All right. Before I let you go, do you guys have any funny stories or some great stories of your time here? You traveled to Dharani, you were in Kathmandu. Do you have anything that stands out? Any story? Did somebody wake up?
50% of the time त मलाई याद पनि छैन.
That's a story in itself.
50% of the time त याद पनि छैन. Obviously 6 years हुन्छ नि हैन. I've been out there, so obviously Nepal 6 years पछि आएपछि त I deserve that.
Yeah, you deserve a little bit of brain cells being killed. Yes.
Good times.
Good times. What about you, Manish? Do you remember everything?
Not really. Likewise, we're still like 50%. Like most of the things that I don't remember because like we were so busy like traveling. Travel गर्दा we were tired at the same time. Travel गर्दा नि.
Most of the time
Like,
सँगै याद
most
थिएन.
of the-
सँगै याद थिएन.
Collective dementia.
All I know is like we had fun. Like
Well, I mean,
Definitely have fun.
you guys. I mean, I'm glad that you guys came, and we got to hear your music. And before you guys came up, I had a chance to sit down with Avshik Casey, and he briefed me about you guys, and I checked you out on YouTube as well. You guys have kept it going. You guys are keeping it going. It's great, man, because I think you're opening doors. Like we're all opening doors for each other, and that's what what it is. It's such a small musical fraternity. And I love it, absolutely love it. It's a pleasure having you guys. Before we go, you wanna give a shout out to somebody, or you wanna give a few last words to the camera? Right there. Come on, Kundan, go
to give
first.
Shout out to of course my family first, my mom, my sister, my 2 brothers.
Oh, okay, FYI. So his sister Susanna.
My
Now,
sister
if she
Susanna.
gets to see this, Susanna, I had no idea. Now I know. I remember you saying Kundan, and I know your middle name was Japanese.
Japanese.
Not really, but
1% Japanese.
1% Japanese. But hey, man, yeah, shout out to you, Susanna, and to your beautiful family as well in Canada. Oh, go on, yeah.
And of course my friends, my family, and of course to all the music supporters who've always been with me throughout, like from the initial to like wherever I am right now. Thank you so much. Yep.
Fantastic, Manish.
I'll just like to say shout out to my friends and family. That's all I would say. Yeah, that friends and
Oh,
family
yeah.
and all the music lovers like who be supporting us. Please keep on supporting us.
Oh,
Please.
please. You must support me. Nah, man. I mean, come on. You guys are putting out quality music. I saw you guys live, and I support you because you guys are kick-ass live. Because you guys are so good live. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed our time together. The little that we get to spend in Dharan, and seeing you guys at Silence was a pleasure. It actually was a pleasure. Everybody was kick-ass on that show, man. I mean, Nepali music, Nepali metal scene, अब world ले पनि बुझिरहेछ.
It's growing. It's
growing.
getting there. Like,
And you know, I'm on the side opening doors, and then everybody else also knocking on doors. And now Ugra Karma, as we talked about, playing next year. I think it's great. एउटा कुरा मैले के realize गरेको थिएँ when I was in the US, maybe it's not the same for you guys, was when I would see a lot of bands over there, a lot of times I went, yeah, but my boys back home can do better. So I think the world is going to discover. I think that by the time we mature and we come of age in the music scene, I think the world is going to see Nepali musicians as somebody to reckon with. Definitely. Thank you so much, Kun. I love this time. This is absolutely amazing, Manish.
very much,
Great
Dave.
pleasure.
Thank you
for
to
having
be
us
here.
here.
Thank you. I hope you remember this. We're going to close the night out with some Chronic, and this is Fools Around Me. Thank you, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye from The Rock Show.